Hello, my name is Gonzalo, and we're going to be looking and reflecting on my own work, see what worked and what I would do different. So I'm going to start off by looking at my music video on the song Can't Get Over You, where I was directing, acting, editing and cinematographer back in 2021. It started off in a skate park where I wanted to show people having fun and time going past, which I did by having a series of consecutive short shots. However, some of these shots have a weird effect which was caused by applying stabilization on Premiere Pro. I was clumsy at holding the camera, so I had no option to use it. Furthermore, a lot of these shots are out of focus or the subject is not fully in frame, which is something that came with my inexperience with holding a camera. I find these next 4 shots to be particularly painful to look at. Not only are they unfocused, overexposed and not well framed, it is also badly color graded. Most of these factors came from the person holding the camera, which was a friend of mine who didn't take film. I didn't pick a decent camera operator, which shows my inexperience as a director. The song slows down into a mellow beat. I thought it was a good idea to cut into longer, darker shots to mirror the song, which turned out well. However, some of these shots are underexposed and still out of focus. In this next sequence, I lip sync to the song and changed the camera angle depending on where I turned my head because I wanted the audience to follow me throughout the music video. This showed that even with my inexperience, I still played with angles and had awareness of the viewer's experience. The protagonist goes on to consume a pill, and I wanted to show that it's a hallucinative drug by adding shots of the protagonist with filters on to mirror how the drug felt like. Considering this is one of the first videos I produced, there was definitely not a lack of technical mistakes. As a director, I was ambitious but unprepared. As a camera operator, I was experimental but clueless, and as an actor, energetic but ugly. Moving on to one of my recent projects called Mob Intel, where I was acting, editing, and directing. The opening shot is me picking up a lighter and igniting it by using my leg. This shot took 4 takes to get it done well. It was hard for me and the cinematographer to pull this off, especially with the camera being handheld. However, as an actor, I persisted on getting this shot and it definitely paid off. However, one thing I would change about this shot is the position of the light in the background. I did pick up on this right after shooting this. However, we were running on a tight schedule and I decided to move on. As a director, I should have planned the positioning of the lights better. Furthermore, the camera in this shot is severely unexposed. It's easy to miss the camera in this shot, which makes the next shot a bit confusing for the viewer since it goes to a POV shot of the camera. As an editor, all I did in this film was color grading and add effects, such as denoise, stabilization, a fade to black to make this transition smoother, a noise effect for this scene, a red dot on the top right of the screen to show that it's a camera POV, and credits along with a simple title at the end. I did forget to add the word up in makeup artist, which is something I only noticed after I submitted the video. It was a simple mistake that could have been avoided if I did a checkup. As an editor, I definitely need to pay more attention to detail. My editing skills are mediocre, but there's a lot more I'd like to learn in my 2 years at uni. In this shot, I wanted the subject to be visible, but the background to be completely black. It was hard for me to do this without exposing the background or underexposing the subject. Thankfully, it turned out as I planned, which shows a great deal of improvement on lighting compared to my music video. In this shot, one of the lights I bought with me that day had a battery which ran out quickly, so we eventually had to improvise and use a phone flashlight. Again, I wasn't completely prepared as a director, as I didn't check on the lights before shooting. However, the result was still the same, as I was able to think on my feet, as we only had that day to film, and we were losing sunlight. Overall, it's a massive improvement in all aspects. It looks more professional and put together, but there's a lot more room for improvement, especially when it comes to preparing for the shooting day and expanding my editing skills. Fuck me.